Right, I'm going to check the transmission fluid again whilst she's running. So I'm going to turn the engine on. Starts first time, every time. So I'm going to let that warm up and go through the gears about 3 times, all of them, and then check what's going on with the transmission stick. Okay, it's kind of warmed up. I'm going to change the gears into all of them. And back up. And do it again. Right, I'm going to check the transmission fluid, which is over there. Oh, right, there is hardly any actually in there. Let me see if I can get it in the camera. It's going to focus in. Yeah, it needs fluid. It needs to be up to that notch there, and it's only up to here. There's actually hardly any fluid in there. Hardly any. So I need to top her up. I found this in Flair, the transmission fluid. Because she's nearly empty, I don't know how much to put in there. So I'm going to go slow. I've got my funnel in there, and I'm going to pour about 200 mils to start with. Actually, because it was so low, I might just put 500 mils of this stuff in. So it's going to pour that in. Let that go down. How much have I used? About 250. Let's pour a bit more in. So, okay, I'm going to stop around about there and then test the dipstick again, just to make sure what the levels are. So I'm switching the engine back on again and going through the gear shifts, and I check the level. So after putting 300 mils in, it doesn't seem to have much of an effect, so I've got to still keep going. I need to be in that gap. That's how much has gone in her so far. So on a third attempt, I think I'm going to put a lot more in. Right, let's check again. 700 mils in, and it's still looking bone dry. Why? I've put 700 mils of the transmission fluid in, and it doesn't look like it's done much. So I'm going to check again. Maybe it's all settled. Right, because it seems to have taken a lot of fluid, I've come to check to see if there's any leaks underneath there. Let's have a look. Don't seem to be any pool of liquid on the floor, so I'm going to have to switch the engine back on and check the levels again. 700 mils has gone in, that's all I had. Didn't seem to have made such a difference. I've left it about 10 minutes. I'm going to start her back up again, go through the gear changes, and then check the level again. Maybe it's a bit different. Yep, it's still bone dry with about 700 mils in there. So I'm going to have to go and get some more. We're going to have to do that tomorrow. And I won't drive the vehicle. I'll get a friend to take me to Halfords to go and pick some more up. I can't tell you how excited I am that the fluid was actually minimal in there, which is probably the fault of the mechanic. He hasn't even got back to me. So I'm going to go to Halfords or Europarts tomorrow and pick some more up. I think that takes about 5 litres. I'll probably put another 2 in. But yeah, oh my god, if the gears are working, she is going to be mega. I don't want to get too excited, no. So I've got the transmission fluid from Euro parts. I've filled up my smaller container so I can just add a bit by bit. Well, I thought I needed a comparison from testing out the transmission fluid, the levels. Now the van is cold, haven't started it up, she's not running, so I just want to check what the dipstick looks like while it's cold. And when it's cold, it looks as if there is some in there. Let me wipe it and then dip it in again. So when you're checking the levels for the automatic transmission, when it's cold and it's not running, it gives a completely different reading, but we'll see. So it's showing it's from up near about up to here. So I'm going to start her up, warm her up, and we'll do another check. I've just noticed that the exhaust fumes are leaking not only from there, but there is another point it was coming from underneath. I know that needs to be checked out a bit better. I don't think you can see it. There it is. So now she's warmed up to operating level. I want to check to see what the transmission dipstick is saying now. And that's with the engine not running. And she's showing a bit dry, to be honest. So it's a totally different reading from when she was cold. Wow, what a difference that makes, isn't it, from being warm to cold. So not even touching the minimum. So now I'm going to start her up and take another reading the proper way. This is the proper way. So with the engine running, she is bone dry. Right, I filled up my smaller bottle. I've got a one litre in there, so I'm going to put 500 ml in through a funnel. So I'm now going to go through the gears about 3 or 4 times. Right, I'm going to check the level now after putting 500 ml in. Going through the gear changes again, making a bit of progress now. It's just reaching the min, so another 500 ml should be over that slot. So I'm going to put more in now. So now, after having 3 litres of fluid put in her, she seems to be above the min. Okay, she's had 3 litres of the automatic transmission put in her. So I'm going to take her for a drive now to see if it engages. I could feel it was engaging already as I was putting more liquid in there. So, fingers crossed. Right, let's get her into a drive. Yes, she's got into gear. Oh, I'm well happy about that. Come on in, Flair. Let's go just down to the bottom of the road. My son doesn't even know that I'll come out for a little drive. Just take him quickly round the corner and get back home for him before he realises. So far, all good so far. So 3 litres has done the trick, but I'm going to take her in to a specialised clutch garage just for him to check it out properly. Go on a good run just to get those fluids going all over. But yeah, good. I'm happy so far. I'm just going to go up quite a steep hill to see how she fares up here. good. And thank you so much for everyone helping me out. This has been an epic learning curve for me. And I must shout out to Trevor and Martin. I just had a little chat with them. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Right, I've got my son in tow now. Come on and get him. So we're going to go shopping. Take her for a drive. She's engages in drive straight away now, not like before. And let's go. Let's see how she fares. Just going down the hill. She is changing gears beautifully now. Changing at the right speeds. It's amazing what a difference it makes by just topping her up on the fluids. Well chuffed, I must say. But yeah, she's a pure pleasure to drive now.